皆さんこんばんは。レイトナイトジャパニーズチャットへようこそ。
こんばんは。今夜も日本語一緒に楽しみましょう。
今日のテーマはどうぞです。
Hey everyone, welcome back. Tonight we're looking at a word that seems super simple, どうぞ. But once you really understand it, you'll see Japanese culture in a whole new way. If you've ever been handed something in Japan, offered a seat, or welcomed into someone's home, you've heard this word.
And I have a confession. I once said dozo to someone on the train, offered them my seat, and then just stood there for like 30 seconds while they stared at me. Neither of us moved. It was the most awkward 10 seconds of my life.
Only Misaki. Let's get into it.
まず今夜のキーワードです。どうぞ。
どうぞ. Say it with us. どうぞ. Nice and smooth.
どうぞ。
Now, if you look up どうぞ in a dictionary, it says please or go ahead, but that translation really doesn't capture it. どうぞ is a word you use when you are giving something, space, an object, permission, hospitality. It's less about asking and more about offering.
そう。どうぞって何かを差し出すときに使うんだよね。
そうそう。例えば、プレゼントを渡すとき、どうぞ。お茶を出すとき、どうぞ。ドアを開けて先に通すとき、どうぞ。
All of those are dozo. One tiny word, so many situations, and each time it means something slightly different.
Exactly, and that's what we're unpacking tonight.
実はね、先月友達の家に遊びに行ったとき、友達のお母さんがお菓子を持ってきてくれたの。で、テーブルに置いて、どうぞって言ったんだけど、私なんか緊張しちゃって全然手をつけられなかったの。
なんで？美味しそうだったんでしょ？
すごく美味しそうだった。でも、どうぞって言われた後に、どのタイミングで食べればいいのかわからなかった。もう一回、どうぞって言ってもらうまで待っちゃった。
それあるある。どうぞって言われても、すぐ取るの遠慮する感じ？
そう。一回、いいんですかって確認したくなるよね。
Okay, so for our listeners, what Misaki just described is actually really common in Japan. When someone says どうぞ and offers you something, it's genuine. They really want you to take it or go ahead. But Japanese social culture also has this idea of not appearing too eager. You might hesitate a little, wait for a second offer, just to show that you're not being greedy or rude.
It's like a little dance, right? They say dozo, you hesitate. They say dozo again, and then you finally take the cookie.
Exactly. And understanding that little rhythm is a huge part of feeling comfortable in Japanese social situations.
I still mess it up every time, though. Either I take it too fast, or I wait so long the moment passes.
So, let's talk about why Japanese people use dozo the way they do. There are a few really interesting reasons. Reason 1. Dozo creates space for the other person. In Japanese culture, one of the highest forms of politeness is making someone feel comfortable, not pressured, not rushed. When you say dozo, you're essentially saying, the door is open. You can walk through whenever you're ready. It's an invitation, not a command.
だから、どうぞって言われると、なんかほっとするよね。強制じゃないっていうか。
そうそう。あなたのペースでいいよって感じ。Reason 2. Dozo is tied to the concept of omotenashi, Japanese hospitality. Omotenashi is about anticipating someone's needs before they even ask. When a host brings tea and says dozo, they're not waiting for you to ask. They've already thought about what you might need. Dozo is how that care gets delivered.
That's why hotels and restaurants in Japan feel so different. They're always one step ahead of you, and it all starts with dozo.
Exactly. And here's reason 3. Dozo actually works in the opposite direction too. When someone holds the door for you in Japan or lets you go first in a line, they say dozo. In English, you might say after you. In Japanese, it's the same word, dozo. The word is flexible enough to fit all of these giving and offering moments.
すごいね。一つの言葉でこんなにいろんな場面に使えるなんて。
でも、それが日本語の面白いところだよね。文脈で意味がわかるから。
That makes sense. It's kind of like how English uses go ahead for food, for a door, for permission in a meeting. Context does all the heavy lifting.
Yes, great comparison. And one bonus thing, you can also say どうぞよろしくお願いします when meeting someone for the first time. That's a whole sentence built on Douzo, meaning something like, I humbly ask for your kindness. Douzo really is everywhere in Japanese.
ああ、どうぞよろしくお願いします。これは覚えてる。
そう、挨拶の定番だね。じゃあ、今夜の大事なフレーズを練習しましょう。今夜は5つ。1、どうぞ。The classic. Please, go ahead. Here you go. Use it anytime you're offering something. Repeat after me.
どうぞ。
2、どうぞお座りください。Please have a seat. A polite phrase you'll hear when you visit someone's home or office. Your turn.
どうぞお座りください。
3、どうぞ召し上がってください。Please help yourself. Enjoy the food. 召し上がって is a very polite way to say eat. You'll hear this at restaurants or at someone's home. One more time.
どうぞ召し上がってください。
4、どうぞお先に。Please, after you. Use this when you want someone to go before you. On an elevator, through a door, in a line. Repeat.
どうぞお先に。5、
どうぞよろしくお願いします。Nice to meet you. I look forward to working with you. The essential first meeting phrase. You will need this one. Last one.
どうぞよろしくお願いします。
完璧です。全部言えましたね。
難しかったけど、できた。今日はありがとうございました。
That's all for tonight. The key takeaway. Douzo isn't just a word, it's a gesture. Every time you say it, you're making space for someone else. And that idea of creating space for others is at the heart of how Japanese people show care and respect.
Try using Douzo this week, even just once. Hold a door, offer something, let someone go first, and notice how natural it starts to feel.
If this episode helped you understand Japanese just a little bit better, please hit subscribe. It really means the world to us. And leave a comment telling us which Douzo phrase will you try first.
またね。
またね。おやすみなさい。